They're embarrassed after realizing it's cold outside. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they're embarrassed after realizing it's cold outside. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, everybody not warm like me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, everybody not warm like me. Have you ever found yourself fighting with a person to get them to emotionally, logically, intellectually, and spiritually understand not only your way, but the right way? Drop in the comments and let me know yeah or nay. Have you ever find it to be more difficult or they reject you more when you're trying to impute your wisdom or knowledge onto them? Drop in the comments yeah or nay. Let me know. And do it ever feel like you are not just only fighting with them, but outside forces, whether that is family, friends, social media, people at the gym, whatever the case is, y'all. But you like, this ain't just them. This is outside things and outside forces that's taking place. Drop in the comments, yeah, and then let me know. The reason why I say this, y'all, is because you are 100% true, all right? Right now, they're thinking that outside is so much better. Right now, they're thinking that outside is the place to be. I'm telling y'all right now, the safest place to be in 2026 is your house. You avoid diseases. You avoid negative people. You avoid negative vibes. You avoid a lot of different things, okay? And you are preserving yourself. Self-preservation is key, for sure. However, y'all, you can't tell them that. And once they go outside and realize it's cold, they become embarrassed immediately. Okay. I remember when I was a kid, I was about 8, 9 years old, and most 10 years old. I was playing flag football. One of my football coaches said, "Hey, Richard, you know, we got a football game for the big boys. This is varsity I'm talking about, right? We got a football game for the big boys, and we're going to allow y'all to walk across the field." In my kid mind, I'm thinking they're going to allow us to play football with the big boys. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm about to suit up and boot up at 8 and 10 years old and play with some guys who's 16, 17 years old, right? However, I told my parents, my mom and my stepdad at the time, I said, "Hey y'all, they're gonna have us to play with the big boys." They said, "Man, they ain't finna have you to play with the big boys. You finna walk across the field, man." I said, "No, I gotta play with the big boys." They said I gotta wear my jersey and I gotta put my cleats on. They said, "Don't wear your cleats." Long story short, I said, "I want to wear my cleats because I'm playing with the big boys." They said, "All right, cool. If he want to go out there and wear the cleats, let him look like a clown." Okay. I went out there, y'all, and looked like a clown. Okay. I was completely embarrassed. All my friends had Timberlands and Air Force Ones and Jordans and Reeboks and Nikes on. And here I am with some cleats outside thinking that I'm about to play football with the big boys. I'm sitting in the bleach, and every time I move, it just sound like clacking and clicking and clacking. And people looking at me like, "You good, dog? Why you wore cleats here? We supposed to be wearing shoes. We just walking across the field, that's all." But long story short, y'all, I was so embarrassed, all right? I realized it was cold outside, okay? And that's the same thing with them, y'all. There's not enough of wisdom, knowledge, intelligence, analogies, examples. The list goes on that you can give them. You're only going to push them to want to be outside more, okay? To be outside more. And so with that being said, y'all, now that they've been outside, they are extremely embarrassed because they realize that it's cold out there. Yeah, it's real cold. They kick you out. They use you out there. Yep, they spit on you out there. They chew you up and spit you out there. You follow what I'm saying? And so, fam, we're going to talk about this, y'all. I hate to do a long intro, but I had to get y'all to understand it. I had to take y'all to a place so y'all can get where I'm coming from, all right? But anyway, y'all, we're going to get directly into it, y'all. Second video of today on the Reno Speaks Life channel. Let's get right into it, fam. Number one, first thing is first. Oh yeah, and before I get into this video, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Now we shall proceed. Number one, Instagram tricked them, okay? Instagram tricked them. I'm using Instagram as a metaphor, right? Instagram can stand for a friend. Instagram can stand for a family member. Instagram can stand for a coworker. Instagram can stand for Instagram, right? But I'm utilizing that as a metaphor, okay? It's just like the enemy. What the enemy does is is make you get so riled up. He rage bait you. He gets you so up in rage, and he just make you want to take action. Once you get in that place of taking action, he leave you all alone. He leave you all alone, right? It's no different from when a person, murders their best friend over a girl, or if a man murders his wife because she cheated, whatever the case is. I'm not saying that either cases were wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm not saying that either of the cases wasn't wrong, but at the end of the day, it don't matter how wrong they were. I don't care if they stepped out, cheated, slept with your best friend. I don't care about none of that. You shouldn't kill a person, okay? But guess what the enemy does? The enemy say, hey, go ahead and do that, man. Pull that trigger. Get that knife out. Hey, do what you got to do. Break that neck. Hey, do what you got to do, man. It's going to make you feel so much better. I bet you they won't play with you again. That's the thought of the enemy, right? Coming right in your head. Guess what? You do it, you get tricked. Soon as you go outside, you realize it's cold out there. But it's too late. Some people freeze. You follow what I'm saying? And it goes right back to this thing right here, y'all. Instagram tricked them. Okay? Now, when we talk about specifically Instagram, it can do it too. You got this illusion. You have these comparisons. You have what you think or perceive in your mind options on there. Okay? And don't let you have a huge following. You start thinking that I have options. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you do. But what I am saying is it's an illusion world. It's an illusion world. You start thinking that you have access to things that you can't even touch. Instagram tricked them. And so now they are embarrassed after realizing it's cold outside. Somebody drop in the comments and say it's cold, ain't it? Number 2, it's going to be this right here, fam. There are few people who genuinely care, okay? There are few people who genuinely care. So here's the thing, y'all. The world looks like a big, friendly, endearing, and enticing party, all right? That's what they call it, being worldly. It looks like a big, enticing, endearing, big, and friendly party. It makes you just want to be a part of it. It makes you want to go out there and just have a great time. It makes you think that they are your friend out there, don't it? It does. And it's only the spiritual and those who are wise that know it's all a game. It's all BS. It's trash wrapped in gold. And every time you will get tricked out there. If you think that they genuinely care about you out there, they don't. They don't care about how your heart is. That's what kills me about certain people, right? Like certain people, they say I have a good heart. I'm a very giving person. And then they treat the person wrong who's been there for them for years, all right? Been there for them for years during their times of shortcomings when they didn't have anything, right? And then go out there in the world and think they're going to get what they should be giving to the person who gave it to them. You're going to go out here in the world and get crushed. You're going to go out here in the world and get stomped. It's a delusional way of thinking. The world is set up for you to lose. The world is set up for you to be drained. The world is not set up to be your best friend. It's not. But so many people fall for that trap. And guess what? As soon as it happens, they get embarrassed after realizing it's cold outside. Some people literally have to touch the stove to see if it's hot instead of looking at that red eye, instead of looking at or feeling the heat. They got to actually touch it. Some people are like that. Number 3, it's going to be this right here, fam. They had full access to a gold mine. They had full access to a gold mine. The first thing that comes to mind, y'all, is Bitcoin. Yup, Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, y'all, everybody had access to it, right? Now, I was a kid, but had I been into cryptocurrency or had I had parents or friends who knew about it, hey, I'd be a multi-billionaire like everybody else who knew about Bitcoin. But I'm not. The point is, y'all, is that we all had access to a gold mine. We just didn't believe in it. We just didn't know it. We just didn't, pay no attention. Okay? And then when people say, hey, it's going up, because we had multiple times to invest into it before it got to where it is now. I think Bitcoin is what, 60, 70,000, something like that. It's extremely expensive, right? But before it got to that point, people was like, hey, man, it's $500 now. Hey, it's $250 now. Hey, it's $1,200 now. Hey, it's $1,500 now. And guess what people said? I ain't got no time for that. Man, I can't do that. That's too expensive. Now it's 65, 75,000 per share. You follow what I'm saying? Imagine having about 50 shares of that. Yeah, we'll see where you be at now. Yeah, you'll be on the yacht somewhere. Yeah. So what I'm trying to get y'all to understand is that mindset go to changing when you realize you had full access to a gold mine. Bitcoin was a gold mine. And it goes right back to yourself. You were a gold mine. A person who listened, a person who was kind, a person who showed up, a person who was giving. The list goes on. You were a gold mine. And oftentimes people don't realize the gold mine that they have into the gold mine is in the hands of other individuals. And that is so unfortunate. But I hate to say it, y'all, it's human nature. And Michael Jackson's son get the best. Human nature, y'all. Number 4, it's going to be this right here, fam. The people outside told them to go inside. Oh, yeah, that's a shocker right there. They wasn't expecting that one. The people outside told them to go right on back inside. See, I remember it's this executive by the name of Ray Daniels. He was telling everybody that, hey, man, for those who want to be an artist or a rapper, the best thing for you to do is actually become your own boss. Be your own machine. Because in here, I'm telling y'all, this is a burning building. I'm on the inside. That's how I know. He's the person that's on the inside telling you to go back outside. Like, nah, bro, this ain't the move. Why wouldn't I listen to a person who got the first dibs, the inside scoop? Why wouldn't I? Same thing when it comes to going outside to the clubs, going outside to the lounge, going outside trying to date multiple people, going outside trying to hang with these people, going outside trying to do this. All because you want an feeling, a thrill, a vibe, right? An experience. Once you got out there, or once they got out there, they told them, girl, you had a good man. Girl, you better go back inside. Good man gone now. The dudes told them out there, man, bro, I wish I had a committed woman like you, man. I wish I had a woman who was all for me. Man, what? Bro, it ain't nothing but pain and no gain out here. Man, go back inside. Good woman gone now. You get what I'm saying? The point is, y'all, is that the people outside told them to go inside. Yeah. Now, and those are the good ones who are outside, right? Let me make sure I make this clear. There are a few, like, good worldly people who will be like, man, you know you don't need supposed to be out here, man. This ain't for you. Or they'll tell her, girl, you know you don't supposed to be out here like that. You know you got the good man at home. You know you got something good going on. It's some good worldly people out here. They still worldly, but it's some people with the heart out here, okay? However, y'all, when you get told by the people who's already outside to go inside, you get so embarrassed because you thought that you was getting away with murder. Like, you thought that you literally escaped from a bad situation, only to realize that you went from the what you thought was a fire into a furnace, okay? And that's crazy. But the people outside told them to go back inside. That's crazy and hilarious. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. They need a master plan to come back, all right? They need a master plan to come back. Can you imagine breaking out of a place that had one rule? And that one rule was to not break out or to never break out, right? One rule. The number one rule was to not break out, never break out. And you broke that one rule. And they said, hey, you break that one rule, you can't come back. Ain't that crazy? That's real crazy. They said you could have asked to go home. You could have asked to walk out. You could have walked out the door. You didn't even have to ask. But you decided to break out. You can't come back. So now they're embarrassed after realizing it's cold outside because I have to get a master plan to get back in this building. I need a master plan to get back inside or to get back in the good with this particular person. I need a master plan. A master plan won't even save you. I need somebody to drop that down below in the comments. A master plan won't save you. It don't matter what they say. They'll never be able to get you back. It don't matter what they do. They'll never be able to get you back. It don't matter the measures they go, how many roses, how many outfits. They can buy you a whole car. You won't even take the car. They can get butt booty naked. You won't even get aroused. I'm just saying. They need a master plan to come back. And even that still won't work. That's why they are embarrassed after realizing it's cold outside, right? But fam, we're going to do a recap and then we'll get up out of here. But number 1, y'all, Instagram tricked them. Okay, Instagram tricked them. Number 2, there are few people who genuinely care. Number 3, they had full access to a gold mine. Number 4, the people outside told them to go inside. And number 5, y'all, they need a master plan to come back, all right? With that being said, fam, y'all be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy. You can check out any one of my books. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.